At one, the only thing that is permanent in this world is change. Now we are moving towards another era of change. Alaji Dangote have now established his petrochemical industry and his refinery, which means that the business environment or the way the business is being done in that particular sector has to necessarily change to accommodate the fact that gas is now not going to be brought from abroad or from some far distance, but it's not going to be produced locally. Now, because of the enormous amount of gas that's going to be produced from his factory, it's also very clear that nobody should expect that it will rely on a distribution chain or a distribution system that it does not have control over. So, and we are operating a capitalist system anyway, so nothing should prevent him from doing what he needs to do to ensure that his business is successful. And if at the end of the day, in coming in as a new player into that industry, at the end of the day, the Nigerian citizen benefits from cheaper price and benefits from more efficient delivery of products, then I really honestly see it as a win-win for the populace. So really, I think that whoever it is that is in that industry and are feeling uncomfortable with the entry of Alaji Dangote really just need to relook at their own business model too, and try to adjust it such that they continue to remain viable in the business.
But the way it is, for too long, middlemen and marketers have taken advantage of Nigerians for too long, inflating prices, creating artificial scarcity. And now, if Dangote follow through with this direct sales right now, is it going to crash the price of cooking gas? Is this going to force transparency in the competition of the market?
If he's able to take out some middlemen that are not supposed to be in the business, clearly, cost will come down. And if cost comes down, the hope is that those cost reductions will be passed along to the ultimate consumers, who are the Nigerian public. So this is the expectation. Plus the fact that that even the imported cooking gas has to go through the seas. We are talking of paying of freight and all of that. All those will hopefully be removed. The cost of the one Alaji Dangote is going to be distributing. So clearly, it is expected that we'll have not only will we have lower costs, but we will also have more reliable supply. So the issue of artificial scarcity will be a thing of the past. We can see what has happened regarding the issue of AGO and PMS. Yes, the cost might be a lot higher than what it was, but nobody is talking about fuel queues and unavailability anymore in Nigeria. That seems to be a story that has become part of our past and not part of our future. So the expectation is that ultimately this is what will happen with the cooking gas too.
Barrister Fred, how important is this middleman in our market chain? How important are they? Because it seems in every sector they are the one kind of pulling the strings. Even in the fuel sector, petroleum sector, and all of this, it seems to be like they're the one pulling the chain. They are the one in between this poverty and wealthy kind of chain in Nigeria. How important are they in our market chain?
Well, in economics, for some of the benefits of perfect competition, when we talk about perfect competition, some of the benefits you get the most appropriate pricing structure, and you also get the most enhanced resource allocation and resource derivation. You get best use of your resources at almost the best prices. So that is why in every economy, competition is encouraged. There are different types of competition. You have the monopolistic competition, you have the perfect competition, you have oligopoly and the rest of them. These are all different strains of competition you have in the market. Now, why we are talking about perfect competition is that is the only one that is perfect. And what makes it perfect is that it skims out naturally unnecessary middlemanship of two brands. There are the necessary ones that are inevitable in the chain of distribution, but there are those that are not necessary. Those ones are called rent seekers. The rent seekers and the rentiers are the ones that add unnecessary cost to value chain and to the product that will end up being consumed ultimately by the final consumer, in this case, the Nigerian public. So what Dangote seeks to do in his economic and business model is to squeeze out those rent seekers, those unnecessary middlemen who cause price instability, who cause price increase, and who mindlessly do not care about the welfare of the final consumers.
So these people now, these rentiers now, but sorry to interject you, these rentiers now are already becoming like, they're supposed to be optional, not becoming like a cabal, where you can't pull them out, or you can't force them out, you can't force them out. So why is that stronghold there? Is it not supposed to be optional?
They were not there or with the barrel of the gun. They are there by economic manipulation, utilizing their financial resources to position themselves in a way that they make themselves almost not just relevant, but almost inevitable to be present. And that is why whenever you try to remove them, it looks like a fight, that you're engaging them in a fight, because they will cry, they will blackmail, they will use all sorts of machinations to remain relevant in the scheme, whereas their relevance does not help the final consumer. Their relevance is only helping themselves, and then to a large extent increasing prices of products to the detriment of the final consumer, and again even to the detriment of the producer. Because the producer, in the immediate past, before the arrival of Dangote refinery, the producers are in other countries. So the producers don't have a feel of what they are doing here. The people who now eventually bear the brunt of their business manipulations are the final consumers. But now the producer is here, the final consumer is here. Whatever business manipulation they do will affect the producer in terms of goodwill, because the producer will keep losing goodwill without knowing that the money does not go to the producer. Then the people who consume will be complaining and be cursing the producer that ever since he came in, prices have not come down. They thought that his arrival would make things better. That goodwill that he should ordinarily gain will turn to a curse in the mouth of the people, because the people are not seeing the benefit of his presence. Now, both the final consumer and the producer, they are not enjoying the presence of these rent seekers.
Okay, thank you
and
very
that is
much.
Why the producer, that is why Dangote now wants to squeeze them out, so that he will make use of only those that are useful in the value chain, those that are useful in the distribution network, to reach the final consumers. And by squeezing out these rent seekers and the unnecessary middlemen, the prices will come down. The final consumers will enjoy. It will have a reflecting impact and effect on the economy, because it will affect the disposable income of the people. If you used to spend a family used to spend an average of 40,000 naira a month on cooking gas alone. And with Dangote's intervention, it comes down to about 25,000 naira. They have extra 15,000 naira added to their disposable income every month. Collectively, go around the country and you see the impact. And that is why everybody who is a development economist and who loves the welfare of the people will want to salute Dangote and encourage him to keep pushing and to keep pushing more.
All right, thank you very much, Lagos. Don't forget, we're live on Facebook and YouTube at Super FM Lagos. Yes, we're live on Facebook and YouTube at Super FM Lagos. Let me come to Mr. Olatunde. Do you want to agree with Barrister on this? You have a comment? Do you have an addition to this?
I agree that, middlemen and distributors obviously have their place in the economic value chain. You have to also bear in mind of the fact that, the person that is producing, what do they want to do regarding distribution? All right. Some producers prefer to rely 100% on distributors to get their products to the final destination. All right. And as the barrister has mentioned, the product that was being brought from the gas that was being bought from abroad, had to by necessity rely on the middlemen to distribute them, because the NMPC, which was the main body bringing the product in, simply did not have the distribution network, to bring those products in. And they were probably also not even bringing in enough anyway, which is the reason why with the issue of scarcity and all whatnot, also came up. All right, and then the price gouging by some of the distributors could also rear its head. Like I said, nature abhors a vacuum. But obviously, that dynamics is changing now because the producer is now different. The source of production is different. The quantum of production is different. And do not forget that the producer in this case is also would very much like to have like to have significant influence on the mode of distribution, because clearly the producer will not want a distribution system that will hold him to ransom.
Okay.
All right, so you can't really argue against him having to put in place a distribution system where that he can exert some level of control over.
Yes, you say we can't argue against him, but Nigerians are saying that, well, why Dangote? We have Dangote cement, we have Dangote sugar, we have fertilizer, we have oil refinery, we have salt, we have the packaging, we have the petrochemicals from Dangote. And some sarcastic Nigerians are already saying that, well, maybe soon Dangote will even start producing condoms. Being the sole administrator or sole distributor of over 20 most used items in Nigeria. Nigerians are saying that this is becoming overbearing. They even compare it to
the answer to that is actually another question. Why are other rich Nigerians not also taking the sort of risk he's willing to take on behalf of the Nigerian public? Because in producing all of these things, not only is it making life easier for the ordinary Nigerian, it's also generating thousands of employments, and thousands of trade opportunities for other Nigerians. So rather than look at why only him, the question should be, why aren't other Nigerians also following his footstep? Because someone says, if we have 10 Dangote in this country, then Nigeria will be a very successful place. The rate of employment, the unemployment will have gone down significantly. So the question should be, why are other Nigerians not following his footsteps all right, and be willing to take the kind of risk he is taking in establishing these organizations in Nigeria, in order to help Nigerians. That is the way I see it, actually.
Okay, all right, Nigerians, you can be a part of this conversation right here. All right, the phone lines are boozing already. Let's take this call. Call us on 0802 502 7711. 0802 502 7711. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning and welcome to Spotlight and Super FM. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello, good morning. Okay, we lost. I guess that's a network issue there. We can call the other lines 0705 0705 6900 927. 0705 6900 927. Or call 0802 502 7711. 0802 502 7711. You can also send us a WhatsApp message to 0705 690 0927. To send a WhatsApp message to 0705 690 0927. You can also call us on that number. Yes, we're talking about Dangote and the enemies of the masses. Who had a real enemy of the masses? The big questions we're throwing to a special conversation like this to a guest. Right here, we have a member of the Nigerian Stock Exchange and managing director of Stevens Asset Management. We also have an economist and also a lawyer, Barrister Fred Okey Nzeako. All right, please call the other lines 0802 978 8003. 0802 978 8003. Let me come to Barrister right here. Some will also say that with the way Dangote wants to go about this gas sales, it's going to be like a capital market monopoly. Do you agree?
Well, I do not share such sentiment when they begin to accuse Dangote of any monopoly.
All right, let me quickly hold you. We lost our call there. Please go ahead.
Yes, you can't talk of monopoly when he does not have the control of the policy instruments. The NPC is there. You still have the ministry, and you have free entry and free exit for anybody who intends or wants to go get involved in the industry. There are even some other private refineries that are still coming on stream. Some of them are still under construction, and whenever they come up, they will join in the industry. And those who have the capacity to import are still importing. So we realize the monopoly. There's no monopoly. Rather, what one should be thanking Dangote for is his determination and confidence in Nigeria, and by investing in Nigeria. Walk into any supermarket, Mike. Just walk into any supermarket, stand and look around. If all the products, if you see 1,000 products in that supermarket, almost 800 of them are imported.
Okay, Barrister, let me quickly pick this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, all right, call is 0705 6900 927. 0705 6900 927 or 0802 502 7711. 0802 502 7711. Barrister, please go ahead.
So, as I was saying, if you walk into any supermarket, you look around and you ask yourself, you can count on your fingertips the products in that supermarket that are made in Nigeria. So that tells you that there are still a lot of opportunities for anybody who wants to get involved in any aspect of fast-moving consumer goods and then producing any aspect of the products that are
Thank you very
consumed
much.
locally.
Barrister, let's quickly pick this call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This morning, how are you?
Yes, we're fine. Good morning. Spotlights.
Thank you very much for your conversation.
What's the name and where are you calling from, please?
Yeah, my name is Abakar Sadiq. I'm calling from Ajagule.
All right, Sadiq from Ajagule, please make your comment.
Thank you. I really appreciate you. You see, one thing I need to let you know about Nigerians is this. We lack of something. We should be glorified to Dangote. If we look at what is happening in Nigeria today, a lot of people steal money from Nigeria to another country to invest in another country. While Dangote is giving a help to Nigerians, what do we supposed to do? We should be thanking him. If those that are taking money to other countries can invest in this country, I know the poverty will reduce. So please let those be learning from Dangote instead of we to be making people to be annoyed. So please, thank you for your concern and thank you, and I really appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. 0802 978 8003. That's the number to call. 0802 978 8003 or 0705 690 0927. 0705 690 0927. Yes, these are the numbers. So you can also send a message to the WhatsApp line 0705 6900 927. 0705 6900 927. Who do we have there? Good morning, Spotlight, Super FM. What's the name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, Michael Inyang and your guest in the studio. My name is Peter Usifo. I'm calling from Abaranja in Ekoto.
All right, Mr. Peter Usifo, please go ahead with your comment.
First of all, I want to bless Dangote and his group for saying that he wants to reduce the price of the cooking gas, the common man's gas for cooking, which is very good. That will be very commendable. And those marketers who are saying that is going to be a monopolist as usual as they have been in other places. I think they are saboteurs. They are the enemies of the people. You understand? So they are the cartel and they're the cabal in the oil industry. I thank God that there's full total deregulation in the oil sector now. And that is why Dangote is changing on this and using the advantage of this to make sure that the price of cooking gas is drastically reduced. If he can do that, that would be very good. Many Nigerians will be praying for him, if not all Nigerians, because I know that there are saboteurs who always want to make gains at the expense of Nigerians. Please, we want him to do this and do this fast. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes, numbers 0705 6900 927. 0705 6900 927. Who do we have there? Good morning, Spotlight. Okay, how we lost that call. 0802 9502 7711. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. This is Spotlight and Super Fan. What's the name and where are you calling from?
My name is Taiwo, calling from Mushi.
All right, Taiwo from Mushi. Please make your comment.
Yeah, let me first of all thank you for this program and thank Dangote Industry. What I want to say is this. Since the man in the studio really say something that is very interesting. The market is free exit and free entry. Even when Dangote want to throw out anything at all, doesn't need to announce it, one, because when everything is happening in the market, people will testify that this is happening. But when it starting announcing